Welcome to Conflict News 24. A look at headlines first. Sudan, viewers, where massive demonstrations were held on Tuesday. Sudanese today held protests after completion of 1 year of their struggle against a coup which was staged by Sudanese military last year. Secondly, Ukraine's alleged dirty bomb is in the news. UN Security Council is due to meet in coming hours. Russia today spoke about the bomb. Joe Biden also spoke about Ukraine's dirty bomb. And thirdly, Rishi Sunak, new British Prime Minister, is going to form new government, and he is going to face hard times ahead, it seems, because his wealth is in the news. His wife's Indian company is also in the news. Firstly, we're Sudan, where massive demonstrations were held on Tuesday. The demonstrations were held against military rule, against military interference in Sudanese politics. For years, Sudanese people have been struggling for civilian rule. Sudan was ruled for more than 3 decades by one man, Umar al-Bashir. From 1989 till 2019, he ruled the country with an iron fist. And the military rule came to a close after massive demonstrations across Sudan in 2019. Umar al-Bashir was removed from power, and after that, Sudanese politicians and Sudanese army agreed on a transitional setup. It was agreed that for around 4 years, transitional government will work, and after that, election will be held. A body was formed by the name of Sudan's Sovereignty Council. That the Sovereignty Council and Prime Minister would lead the country in transitional period. Transitional Council had participation of Sudanese military and Sudanese politicians. A civilian PM Abdullah Hamdok took office, and transitional period started in 2019. So for the first 2 years, Sovereignty Council was being led by Abdul Fattah al-Burhan, Sudanese army chief. In 2021, at the end of 2021, a Sudanese civilian faction politicians were due to take over the premiership of Sovereignty Council. But Abdul Fattah al-Burhan, Sudanese army chief, refused to hand over the premiership of Sovereignty Council to Sudanese politicians in 2021, and he staged a coup in October, on the 24th of October 2021. Abdullah Hamdok, civilian prime minister, was removed from power. He was put under house arrest. Sudanese people once again took to the streets, like they protested against Umar al-Bashir. They launched demonstrations against Abdul Fattah al-Burhan in October 2021. Abdullah Hamdok, the PM, was restored. He took office again, but protesters rejected Abdullah Hamdok and he resigned. Since then, we are seeing a political crisis in Sudan, an economic crisis as well. Inflation, unemployment, rising food prices, and other issues, economic issues and political issues. Sudan is facing several challenges, and protesters accuse military. They say that Sudanese military has tremendous clout in Sudanese politics. The military does not want to abandon its role in politics. So since October last year, protesters have been demanding a civilian rule in the country, and on Tuesday was the first anniversary of the start of demonstrations after Abdul Fattah al-Burhan, army chief, tried to stage a coup last year in October. So, massive demonstrations were held on Tuesday across Sudan. People tried to march towards the presidential palace in Khartoum, Sudanese capital. Police, as usual, used force, tear gas, live ammunition was fired. Since October last year, more than 120 protesters have been killed in use of force by Sudanese security forces, and hundreds are in prison, hundreds of wounded too. So far, Sudanese military and Sudanese civilian factions, they have not been able to agree on a setup to rule the country, to govern the country. Sudanese civilian factions, they were invited by the military a few months ago to agree on formation of new government. But political parties are also not on the same page. Some have the backing of Sudanese military, some are backed by neighboring countries, some are backed by Middle Eastern countries. So there are several players in Sudanese conflict. That is why no signs of any stability in Sudan. People say that mainly military is behind the instability because it does not want to abandon its role in politics. Sudan's military is running dozens of businesses as well, especially gold business. Sudan's number 2 man of army, General Hamati's family, is running a gold business, and other army officers as well. So, military is in power in Sudan basically. But people want civilian rule. This struggle ongoing, protests ongoing, civil factions are facing internal splits as well. That is why they could not agree on the formation of civilian government. So conflict is continuing. Watch a video from today's demonstration held across Sudan.
ولاية القضارف 2022.
Secondly, viewers, Ukraine's alleged dirty bomb is in the news for around a week. Again, today Russia spoke about Ukraine's dirty bomb. Russia says Ukraine is in the final phase of preparations to use this bomb. What is a dirty bomb? A dirty bomb is a conventional bomb with radioactive material. Russia says Ukraine will use this bomb, and blame will be put on Russia, that Russia has fired a nuclear bomb, a nuclear device, and Ukraine wants to rally West and US support, which is already there, by detonating a dirty bomb. Ukraine wants EU, NATO, and US to attack Russia. Ukraine denies. Ukraine says it has no plans, it has no dirty bomb. Meanwhile, Joe Biden, US president, spoke today. He said if Russia used a nuclear bomb, it would be a grave mistake. And he said that propaganda was being spread about the dirty bomb. But he warned Russia that Russia should not consider the use of option of nuclear bomb. Meanwhile, UN Security Council is due to meet in coming hours, because all Russian officials on daily basis are claiming in their press briefings that Ukraine is about to launch this dirty bomb. Before that, we heard conflicting claims about a false flag operation on Kakhovka hydroelectric power plant. Both countries are accusing each other that the other side will blow up this power project. Same is happening in the case of nuclear bomb, dirty bomb. Take a listen to what Joe Biden said today when he was asked a question about dirty bomb of Ukraine.
The dirty bomb allegations from Russia as it relates to Ukraine, do you believe that this is the beginning of a false flag operation? Is Russia preparing to deploy a dirty bomb itself or a nuclear weapon?
I spent a lot of time today talking about that. Let me just say, Russia would be making an incredibly serious mistake if we're to use a tactical nuclear weapon. I'm not guaranteeing you that it's a false flag operation yet. Don't know. But it would be a serious, serious mistake.
Lastly, Rishi Sunak, new British Prime Minister, today met the King, and he's going to form the new government because yesterday he was elected as Conservative Party leader. I have seen several posts, articles about Rishi Sunak's wealth, about his wife's shares in an Indian company. It seems that it would be not a smooth sail for Rishi Sunak as the Prime Minister of Britain. If he taxes the middle class, the lower class, he'll face severe criticism. People say that he is a wealthy man and he has lots of money, so he has no concern for the people, the poor people in the country. Rishi Sunak's approximate wealth is around 800 million British pounds. And his wife, Akshata Murthy, has shares in an Indian international company, multinational company. Infosys is the name of the company. And Rishi Sunak's wife, Akshata, has shares in this Indian multinational company. The company has some businesses in Russia too. In some Russian cities, this company is running operations. That is why Rishi Sunak's family is being criticized, that he is earning his wealth from Russia while Russia is attacking Ukraine. And some Ukrainian news sources are highlighting the company owned by Rishi Sunak's wife. She has shares in the company. So it's not a smooth sail for Rishi Sunak to lead the country, though in his maiden speech today he said that he would ensure accountability, performance and integrity in his work. But it seems that people see him as representative of upper class, of elite class of the country, because he is very wealthy. So can he unite the country? Can he get the support of those Britishers who are facing issues like unemployment, like rising food prices, basic issues of common people in Britain? It would be difficult for him, I think, because he's being portrayed as representative of elite class, wealthy class of the country. Thank you for watching.